Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to take a quick look at some of the best attachments for recoil control. Hopefully in this video I can clear up a bit of the confusion with these attachments, because it seems like quite a few people still don't understand the maths behind how each one works. In Hardline, the attachments work a little bit different to the way they did in BF4, so you might find yourself running into a few issues just throwing on your regular setup. Also, recoil tends to be a bit more of an issue with the popular weapons in Hardline, so you might find yourself using these attachments a lot more than you did in previous games. So to kick off with, the angled and folding grips are the only grips that reduce recoil, and they're the only attachments on this list that don't have a negative effect. They work by reducing the first shot recoil multiplier by 33%, which means that tap firing will be a lot easier, which is something that you're probably going to be doing a lot more in Hardline. A lot of people misunderstand the need for these grips because they think that they're only useful on weapons with high multipliers, and this just isn't the case. You've got to remember, this is a multiplier, meaning you have to factor the recoil pattern into the calculation, and usually the multiplier scales proportionally to how hard the weapon kicks to begin with. Now, assuming you're looking for an attachment that controls recoil a little more consistently, you're probably going to want to use the heavy barrel, the compensator, or the muzzle brake. Each of these attachments reduce recoil in different ways, but they all have a negative effect on accuracy, so you want to make sure you pick one that fits with your own playstyle. The heavy barrel reduces vertical and horizontal recoil by 20% and improves standing accuracy by 50%, but adds a penalty of 50% to moving accuracy. The muzzle brake, on the other hand, reduces vertical recoil by 17.5% and reduces horizontal recoil by 50%, but increases the rate at which your spread returns to normal after taking a shot by 50%. The last attachment on this list, the Compensator, is probably the least useful of the three because it reduces vertical kick by 40% but adds a 17% penalty to horizontal recoil and a 30% penalty to spread increase. Vertical recoil tends to be the easier to control naturally, so to me the Compensator just seems like a bit of a stupid attachment, considering it's going to make your weapon harder to control and more inaccurate. This leaves the heavy barrel and the muzzle brake, and I guess which you prefer is going to depend on the weapon you're playing with and your own playstyle. If you like to stop and pop, then you might prefer the heavy barrel, but if you're dealing with a weapon that has a lot of horizontal recoil, you might want to run with the muzzle brake instead. Just remember though that every time you move with the heavy barrel, you're kicking in that negative effect to moving accuracy, so like I said, you'll want to stop and pop when you're using this attachment. On the other hand, you probably won't want to use the muzzle brake on weapons that need to be microbursted because the spread won't decrease as much every time you stop firing. Both of these attachments are decent choices though, so if you're unsure of which one is going to work for you, then just buy both and give them both a try. Don't forget you can also improve spread or moving accuracy with grips like the stubby and the vert grip, so you might also want to include one of these in your setup to help counter any negative effects. But anyway guys, that just about wraps up this quick video, so let me know what you think, and as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description below if you want to see more of my videos, or if you'd like to support my channel on Patreon, and until next time, see you later, and have a good one.